This is the story of how Jenna defied the odds, proving that consistent effort leads to transformation, no matter the pace. The name of this story is The Steady Climb. Jenna stood at the base of the towering hill, her mountain bike gleaming in the early morning light. The trail ahead wound upward through a dense forest, the summit hidden by a canopy of vibrant autumn leaves. Riders zipped past her, their movements swift and fluid, disappearing into the woods with effortless grace. She adjusted her helmet nervously, feeling a knot tighten in her stomach. "First time on Timber Trail?" a voice asked beside her. She turned to see a fellow cyclist, a man with a friendly smile and a mud-spattered gear. "Is it that obvious?" she replied sheepishly. He chuckled. "We all start somewhere. Name's Alex." "Jenna," she said, shaking his outstretched hand. "Just remember, it's not a race," Alex offered. "The key is to keep moving no matter the pace." She nodded appreciatively as he pedaled away. His words lingered in her mind. Jenna had always been drawn to the idea of mountain biking, the freedom, the connection with nature, the challenge, but her initial attempts had been discouraging. Online forums and social media were filled with stories of people conquering advanced trails in record times. Comparing herself to them, she felt inadequate, and friends told her that if she couldn't keep up, perhaps she should find a different hobby. Determined to prove to herself more than anyone that she could do it, Jenna decided to tackle Timber Trail. It was known for its beauty as much as its difficulty, but she resolved to take it one turn at a time. As she began her ascent, the first stretch was smooth, and she found a comfortable rhythm. The sounds of the forest enveloped her, the rustling leaves, distant bird calls, the steady crunch of twigs beneath her tires. She smiled, enjoying the serenity. But soon, the path grew steeper. Rocks and roots jutted out unpredictably, forcing her to slowly navigate and carefully slow down to not hit any. Riders behind her approached swiftly. Feeling pressured, she pulled to the side to let them pass. Some offered a quick thanks, while others zoomed by without a word. Maybe they're right, she thought, doubt creeping in. Maybe I'm just too slow for this. Her legs ached and her breath grew heavy. She considered turning back, but recalled Alex's parting words. "It's not a race. The key is to keep moving." Taking a deep breath, Jenna pushed forward. She focused on the trail immediately ahead, celebrating small victories. A sharp turn, expertly handled. A tricky obstacle, smoothly crossed. And with each milestone, her confidence grew. Hours passed, and while others had completed the trail and moved on, Jenna was only halfway to the summit. She paused to rest on a large rock overlooking a tranquil stream. The sun filtered through the trees, casting a warm glow around her. As she sipped from her water bottle, she heard footsteps approaching. Alex emerged from a side path, surprise registering on his face. "You're still on the trail?" he asked. She braced herself for criticism. "Yeah, I'm not exactly fast," she admitted. He sat down beside her. "Who said you needed to be? You're out here, aren't you?" I guess. I just feel like I'm holding everyone up. Maybe I'm not cut out for this." Alex shook his head. "Listen, speed doesn't define a cyclist any more than it defines a person. Consistency does. And the fact that you're still pedaling speaks volumes. Most people give up when things get tough." Jenna considered his words. "But what if I never get faster?" He smiled. "Does it matter? If you enjoy the ride, you're improving. bit by bit. That's what counts. Progress isn't always measured by how quickly you reach the top, but by the determination to keep going. Feeling a renewed sense of purpose, Jenna decided to continue. "Thank you for the encouragement," she said sincerely. "Anytime," Alex replied. "Mind if I join you for the rest of the trail?" "Sure," she agreed, grateful for the company. Together, they tackled the remaining distance. Alex matched her pace, and they shared stories, laughter, and moments of quiet appreciation for the surrounding beauty. The summit, when they finally reached it, offered a breathtaking panorama of rolling hills and distant mountains capped with snow. Jenna gazed out, a profound sense of accomplishment washing over her. "I didn't think I'd make it," she confessed. "But you did," Alex pointed out, "at your own pace, in your own way." On the descent, they took the time, savoring the thrill of each bend and the wind against their faces. Back at the trailhead, some of the earlier riders were packing up. One glanced at Jenna and remarked, "Wow, you're still here. That trail's tough." "Yes, it is," she replied confidently, "but worth every moment." Over the following weeks, Jenna continued to ride. Some days she felt strong and swift. Other days were slower and more challenging. But she remained consistent, embracing her journey without comparing it to others. Friends noticed a change in her. She seemed more content and self-assured. At a local biking club meeting, she shared her experiences. "I used to think that if I wasn't the fastest, I was failing," she told the group, "but I've learned that as long as I keep moving forward, no matter the speed, I'm growing and improving. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." Her words resonated with many who felt discouraged in their own pursuits. Jenna became a source of inspiration, not because of any record she broke, but because of her unwavering commitment to her path. Now, Jenna's story highlights the power of consistency over speed. By refusing to be disheartened by how quickly others progressed, she focused on her own steady journey. Her experience teaches us that personal growth is not a race against others, but a continuous process that thrives on persistence, no matter how fast or slow the progress. What matters most is the determination to keep moving forward.